Hey, trading friends, what's going on? Hope you guys are doing well. Today is December 7th. It's Tuesday, and you guys know I just came off a pretty big loss yesterday. So, been struggling with that, but today is a good day. At the moment, it's earlier in the day. It's 11:45 Central Time for me right here, and I'm up 1,005 bucks. So, $1,000 on a day for me is excellent. That's really good money. However, I'm not feeling, you know, phenomenal about this day because of yesterday. It was such a big hit. So, anyways, let's take a look at performance, and then I'll show you what I traded. It was mainly one stock today, which is this stock here, SYTA. Looks like there's some news out on it. It's some kind of mobile phone company, possibly, or service. I don't know. But had a nice run up, but we'll dive into that in just a second here. Let's look at the performance first. Look at this chart. This is me starting the day. Never went red. Starting up 50 bucks, going all the way to $1,000. Actually, $1,011. That was kind of my high. And I had look at 24 green trades, 3 red. Awesome numbers right there, all on SYTA, and I did it in 27 trades. Now, I do want to point this out. Um, Earlier today, I been kind of trying to set some better guidelines for myself in regards to trading, and it basically comes down to I want to trade quickly in the morning and try to put on good profits for the day and walk away. So that's kind of been my general guideline lately. I've obviously screwed that up yesterday, so today was actually a good shot at it. And at one point I was setting up 400 bucks on my ninth trade. I was thinking, you know what? I'm up 400 bucks. That's a decent amount, and maybe I should just, you know, finish here. It was like, what was it, 9:30 or something? I was like, I'm up 400 bucks within an hour. I should just walk away. And here's my thing. I'm glad I hung around because I stuck around. There was still more opportunity on SYTA, and I was able to put, an extra 400 or $600 on the table. So uh, that strategy for me works until it doesn't. Like yesterday, I did. I wish I had my progress for yesterday. It was basically kind of this curve line. I got up to $900, and then I had a few bad trades that took me down, and then from there I just went trading junkie and uh, went super south. So there's times it works for me, and there's times it doesn't, in the sense where I stay longer. Um, and kind of my mentality is like, I'm only going to stick around if it seems like there's opportunities popping up. But if there's not, then it's pointless to stick around and try to fight it to get back positive. So, anyways, today, once again, I am glad I hung around a little bit longer. I put an extra 2 hours on the board, 2.5, something like that, um, on the day, and it means I went up an extra 600 bucks. So that for me was a good move to stay a little bit longer, but it's still relatively early for me because I usually end up trading all day. So yeah, it's just one of those things that I have to learn to hone and like figure out myself on to when to call it and walk out. But I think that strategy of, hey, if there is opportunity, there are things, going to the long side, going to the upside, then I should maybe stick around and see if I can get, a little bit extra. But if things don't look great, they're really choppy, and I do have some profits, I probably just need to walk away. That's should be kind of a good guideline for me. So, anyways, great numbers here: 24 green trades, 3 red. The reds were kind of bigger. There's a $100 loser here, $88 loser there. Biggest trade, what, 132, 140? And I had a 140, a 132, 132. And then a lot of them were just small scalp trades, to be honest. So let's look at the chart. I'll show you that real quick. SYTA. This is the one I traded pretty much the entire morning here. And we had this incredible rip up. Now, the problem I had with this is that I got into trades on this thinking initially we got into this zone here as it was popping up when the market opened. I thought, let me go to 5. I had a nice scalp trade in there. It blows past 5, and I go, shit, I missed the bigger move. And so now I'm trying to figure out a spot to get back in, trying to find a dip, but we didn't get much of a dip, and it just kind of continued up. So I jumped in for a few more scalp trades, but it was kind of tricky because there was a moment here where it looked like it was gonna rip down, but kept going, and then there was this whole move. So once again, it's kind of the same thing. I got in, made a few scalp trades on it, and but I just missed kind of the entirety of the move. I didn't really hold it long enough, and then I find myself trying to go back in, getting more scalp trades. So a little risky on that part, but once we got into here, I realized, okay, just ton of scalp trades all throughout here, realizing that it did seem overextended at some point, and I was just waiting, knowing that we might have some kind of severe pullback, but it was actually sustained pretty well. We dipped just past VWAP and corrected and came right back through. So had that continue, I think it would have been done for the day, but we had a bounce through there, and I just kept trading it. But I noticed now we're getting into this flat top area where we are definitely showing resistance, and I was just trying to make do with realizing I'm gonna have to scalp trade it and realize there is going to be a possible breakout at some point, and to try to time it's going to be a little difficult, but I actually did get into this move. I think I had 2 good scalp trades in here to the upside, so pretty incredible that it held this whole move here from this move up. We had this whole range, went up an extra leg, and kind of held this for a bit, but as you can see, these things get very, very risky, because anybody getting into this whole range here, possibly anticipating another breakout to the long side, if you're just waiting around, sitting in this with some kind of position, boy, can you get eaten up quickly. And that's what I'm used to. I used to, those opportunities, which is why I think I tend to scalp trade a little bit more to get in and get out, and not try to hold things to where you're just hoping for another, huge breakout like this, and it just goes against you and goes hard. I mean, we went from 692 down to 626, which was nuts. That is one massive, massive candle to the downside. So let me know in the comments. I want to find out if anyone got stuck in this whole move here to the downside. Now, what I did do, which was still a little risky on my part, but I was eyeballing this. I saw this crash super hard. And when I saw it rip that far down that quick, I actually go, let me get just a quick scalp bounce on this. So I actually popped in an order. I think it was around 632. And as soon as it popped just a smidge, I think it was like 637, I sold. So it was a good little pop, but still a riskier idea, because sometimes you'll see continuation from these red candles where it goes down hard, pops a little bit, and then continues on further downhill. But anyways, that was pretty much my trading on that. I pretty much wrapped it up, I think, right before this. So good trading on it. This has been an excellent day. But once again, I'm just not happy as I could be, because let me show you. Looking at the calendar here, we had the 5K loss yesterday on Monday, which was very, very tough. So to make $1,000 today is great, but that's just a tiny little chip in the right direction. I'm still down big on the week here, so it's going to take me some serious work to try to dig out of that. And even if I made $1,000 every day this week, that doesn't even put me at neutral. I'd still be negative on the week. That's how bad that day was. So I'm not going to try to dwell on it too much. I just got to make progress and move forward. But that's kind of how it went. I did make this other tab I wanted to show you guys on the month to kind of show my day-to-day progress. And kind of a neat little chart here, but shows kind of that overall progression. So look here, starting the month fine, up 500 at one point, then having a $500 loss on Friday last week took me down to neutral, and then that loss yesterday took me down all the way down here, and so today I'm just trying to dig out of the ditch, but I don't think I'm gonna hang around too much here. I think I just need to call it quits for today. Because this is just starting to look really choppy. And there's a possibility another name, another stock might pop up and doing a nice run, but I just don't want to risk anything anymore at this point. I mean, $1,000 is good on the day. I don't want to shave that off and go down to 500 or even negative. So that's where I'm going to leave it. I hope you guys enjoyed this recap. Let me know if you did. Make sure to like it and subscribe if you want to stay tuned into the channel to see my everyday progress in the market. Take care.